We need this. The world needs Thunderpuss. It needs something nice because everything's gone to shit. And the... Right, okay. Nice camera, nice shirt. I'm ready for this. This is fine. I've got the collared shirt.
You look great, hair looks great.
I know, the hair does actually look great, so thank you. Hi, I'm Stephen Seller, and for the last few years I have been working on making and refining a show called Thunderpuss. Thunderpuss is a kids' adventure show about a chonky, furry, fabulous god cat who has come to Earth to save humanity from a malevolent giant ball of string. Because why not? Thunderpuss's influences are all of the most amazing early educational British children's TV that I used to watch as a kid on a VHS, because she old now, guys. Bagpuss, Button Moon, Clangers, Trapdoor, Thomas the Tank Engine, Fireman Sam, Postman Pat, Paddington, all that beautiful stop-motion-y, puppeted, crafted, beautiful stuff. I loved all of that, and I wanted there to be a show that was in the middle, a bit more like a British Adventure Time, or something with the sensibilities of SpongeBob SquarePants, an updated Bagpuss that kind of looks like a 70s kids TV show from your nostalgic memories, with a little dash of Power Rangers or, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of adventure, let's go vibes. I did it to try and get the attention of the TV channels I was working for, making those crappy ads that you fast forward through that are like, tonight at 9, watch this, and here's a pun and a graphics board, and who gives a shit? I assumed it was still the 80s and you could just walk into a commissioning department and someone would be like, hey, you know, you got chutzpah and a nice haircut, have a show. I didn't want to advertise what other people made. I want to make what I want to see. And so I wanted to see this, and it made sense. With Thunderpuss, I've always done the artwork. That's how I get things made, is that I'm lucky that I can draw really well when I spend time on it, and then I can draw reasonably well if I do it quickly. So I quickly put together these animatics, which are basically storyboards with music and sound and voiceover to get the concept across. When you don't have any cash to play with, the thing that helps is if people can see what you're thinking of, or they can picture your idea. So if you draw a lot of pictures and show it to them, then they can picture it, because it's a picture. So that's how that works. I managed to find a really talented lady called Ellie Humphreys who made my first 3 puppets based off my drawings and my designs. From having those puppets, I then met a guy called Peter Green, who was my cinematographer, working in a camera department. One of my old friends from uni, Steve Ramdsen, helped as assistant director.
Slate 1, take 2, marker.
I built a set in my old bedroom, which could kind of come apart and go back together. It's got this lovely system of 3 planks at a time, and each 3 planks has a lot of individual slats between it, so that you could create a little hole that you can put your hand through. And that just worked as this open floor system for shooting the puppets. Essentially a shed on stilts. Sorry, mum and dad, you got rid of me, but then I did that, so there you go. That should have probably made me do maths rather than media. Filmed it over the course of 2 days, but then from doing the stuff in the loft, I was able to show people the footage. I managed to get some free studio space for one weekend. They were like, yeah, we'll let this idiot go in there and shoot something. Everyone was in morph suits, really exposing, horrible, not comfortable morph suits, doing green screen. We got all of the shots we could together, and then with all of the footage, I pulled in every favour that I could from everyone I knew. One of the post houses, one of the engineers, Chris Matthews, put together all of the post and colour grading. I got my friend Dan Godfrey, who's insanely talented, to do the music on it. I did all the voices because, you know, I love the sound of my own voice. Pinku was voiced by Shizuka, who, funnily enough, used to be in Banzai. My old friend Aziz was the voice of the moon, and he does it in Arabic. I really wanted the show to have lots of different voices and cultures, because I don't know if you know, I'm mixed race myself, so I thought, why not? I made a lot of the puppets, I worked on all the special effects, literally drew out frame by frame all of the little lightning marks. I sang the theme tune, made the theme tune. I did all of the kind of peripheral. The transitions are a bunch of fairy lights inside a bowl with black ink that we've just stirred. The Fabric of Space and Time was filmed on an ironing board with a blue screen background. The troll in the first episode, we set off the fire alarms because we lit the puppet. It was like a one-hit wonder and that's it. Nobody got paid. I definitely did get paid. But I mean, some people got paid because I'm not a complete arsehole. But at the same time, it wasn't much. They definitely should have had more. But there was no cash. I mean, this was a punt. It all got finished. I put it together. I basically wanted the first episode to be like a representation of the idea and then take it to production companies. And I did. And then the pandemic happened. I was literally in a meeting being like, hey, do you want to, let's go. Do you want to do something with this? As we went into lockdown. And then everything stopped. And that was it. So, well, what can you do? After that, I put it out on YouTube. The response was actually really cool. I got 9,000-ish views, just under 10k, slightly annoying. But, 10k views almost for something that didn't really have any promotion besides a bunch of missing cat posters I put around London every time I went out. That's not viral, but that's not bad. People were responding. They were asking questions like, is there going to be another episode? Is there any merchandise? And I didn't want it to end there. I did not know what I was doing when I put this together. I learned as I went. And when it was done, you kind of have that kind of, sorry to be rude, post-nut clarity of making a show where you kind of go, oh, wow, okay, I can look at this and see the wood for the trees. And there was a lot of ideas in it. I didn't need to have a song at the beginning that said meow mother fluffer. I know it's not that rude, but a lot of the responses I got were people being like, oh, you shouldn't have sworn, why are you swearing at me? And I was like, well, just mute it, I don't know. I think there was a point. At the end of the day, I just wanted to make it softer. I wanted to refine the idea. I kind of reapproached it and went, I do want this to be something that people can show their kids, and I didn't want to let it die. So what's next for Thunderpuss is 2 more episodes. There's now this upcoming episode 2, just a really fun little story, like a little compact one, because there's actually also an episode 3, but it needs a lot of different places and people and parts to all come together to kind of make it happen. So until that happens, there's episode 2, just a little amuse-bouche of my bullshit for you to enjoy. Will there be more after that? I don't know. I'm just one guy. I'm scared. I feel like I've gone too far and said too many things, and now I want a sip of water and to have a hug and be told everything okay. So this was great. I enjoy doing this. I'm not dying inside. I love the fact that I put myself in this position and committed to making this much something that will just disappear into the algorithm and may never be heard of again. But it's fine. I chose this path. But no, I did. And actually I like it. I like that I've made this decision and I've committed to this puppet and this ferret. Because you know what? The puppet and the ferret are beautiful and we need this. The world needs Thunderpuss. It needs something nice because everything's gone to and the world is burning, and we just need something that's going to make us happy and not feel awful anymore. So whatever, it's fine. This is my life now. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm happy that you witnessed it. So thank you for this. Go Thunderpuss, like, subscribe, and watch it from here. Here we go. Lol. Bye. Thanks.